meanwhile, we are also collecting the SPM and RSPM from air pollution, from atmospheric air. So it is also correlated that from year 2013 to 2015, the suspended particulate matter or respirable suspended particulate matter are very heavy in the air. So we can easily say that these suspended particulate matters or dirt or dust that contain some amount of nickel are deposited in the nearby sediment area or soil, and that is reflected in sediment sampling. Okay. And it was also observed that a very positive and a strong correlation with the two distant sampling location. Here, this graph shows the sampling location nearby the industrial area, and this location with high nickel concentration is showing is very distance from the industrial area. Okay, so there is a positive correlation between the industrial area and a very distant area from this particular location. So this location that is showing another high deposition of nickel is approx 20 kilometers from the industrial area. It shows very significant concentration of nickel as compared to other areas that are nearer to the industrial area. Okay, so one possible explanation of this observation is the long range distance and deposition of nickel, right? Actually, long range transport or nickel of nickel or any heavy metal is caused by the wind flow or wind action. Deposition is the downward movement of pollutant in the atmosphere to the ground. It includes scavenging, precipitation, and sedimentation. So it is also known, long range distance is also very effective in the deposition of nickel because of the wind action. The particulate matters are moved towards the downwind area and deposited from very distance from the industrial area. For better investigation of nickel deposition over the years, the regression analysis was applied to the data set. Regression analysis helped to understand how the typical value of dependent variable change any one of the independent variable is varied, while the other independent variable are held fixed. So regression analysis gives a set of statistic process for estimating the relationship among the variables. Here, the depth of the sediment sample was independent variable, but the concentration of nickel is the dependent variable. For regression, by the regression analysis, we plot a graph between the depth of the sediment and the concentration of nickel in ppm. So this graph is like this. The blue dot shows the presence of nickel concentration, and the red dot shows the prediction of nickel, that is theoretical prediction of nickel concentration with relating to the depth of the sediment sample. So by this, we easily observe that by the depth of 2 centimeter, we observe the concentration by nickel deposition over the sediment, and what we actually found, that shows the uppermost layer is slightly decreased by the second layer of the sediment, that is 3 centimeters of the layer. Okay, this graph, that is the regression analysis graph, that gives an idea between the depth and the nickel concentration. As the depth increased, 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 6 and 8 centimeter, right? As the depth of the sediment sample increased, the percentage of nickel present in sediment sample is gradually decreased, and our prediction is also goes through like this. Okay, here the sediment sample was dependent variable and held fixed, but the nickel concentration is dependent variable. So it is clear that the concentration of nickel in upper layer, that is 2 centimeter layer or 4 centimeter layer, is higher in all sampling location, that is 28 sampling location and 24 samples. As we go to the depth of the sediment, that is 6, 8, 10, 12 or 14 centimeter, so the depth of the sediment sample, the concentration of nickel decreases. The trend shows that the change in nickel concentration was 1.5% of the total input, annual input. The trend shows that the yearly 8.97 ppm nickel was delivered to the sediment through various activities, and the calculation shows that the change in nickel concentration was 1% of the total annual input.